Hey fellow YouTubers, this is me, Devin Marichal, aka D-Man Jones. And today, I wanted to start off by saying sorry for how long it's been since I reviewed the last video. It's just that I have been having troubles uploading another video. And, there have been an accident. So, you finally got this new video from me now. So with that said, you remember that video from me talking about my passion project, the Fairly Odd Motion Picture, and how I tried to have Nickelodeon make the project happen by Gmail, and then trying to do it on Instagram. And then now me and my mother are like, let's try to do it with Twitter. Remember that video? And you probably were asking, why? What is wrong with why do you want to make this? What's the purpose of this project? There's already so many things going on with the Fairly Oddparents. And well, I agree with you. The original show ran for 16 years, from 2001 to 2017, complete with 10 seasons. And when it gets to the 6th season, it starts to decline a bit, and then ended up really badly with the 9th and 10th seasons. And it's already got some movies, TV films, but they still exist. There are the animated ones from the 2000 decade, and there's the live-action movies from the 2010s. Now, the live-action movies I actually saw, and they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. So, why? So you might be asking, why do you think of this? How come you thought of this film, the Fairly Odd Motion Picture? Well, I'm actually gonna do it as an animated film. I'm trying to make an animated film out of it with a big company. Because, guess what? Last year in February, Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus announced that they're gonna reboot the series this year in March. Which, by the way, in March, I'm gonna be 15. And it's gonna be the Fairly Oddparents 2022 TV series. And it's live action. And let me tell you, I'm pretty worried about this. So, let me first read you the premise. Picking up years after the original series ended, the new series will follow Timmy Turner's cousin, Vivian Viv Turner, and her new stepbrother, Rory Ragland, as they navigate in life in Dimmsdale with the help of their fairy godparents, Cosmo and Wanda. Remember those guys. So the fact that it's this thing is going to be completely different in that it's live action, I have a pretty bad feeling about this. And I'm pretty sure the rest of you have a bad feeling about this too. And it's going to be released in March 2022, premiering on Paramount Plus, that streaming service. And here's the cast. There's Audrey Grace Marshall as Vivian Viv Turner, Omogen Cohen as Zena Zacharias, or Zacharias. Laura Bell Bundy as Rachel Ragland, Ryan James Hatanaka as Ty Turner, and Tyler Ladis as Roy Ragland. And the voice cast is too. And you probably guess who it is. Darren Norris as Cosmo, and Susan Blakesley as Wanda. The original voice actors for those characters. So, let me share a few reasons on why I'm having a bad feeling about this upcoming live action project on the streaming service Paramount Plus. One, hasn't the Fairly Oddparents already gone enough? Like, already got through a lot of stuff? Two, the original series ended off on a bad note. Three, well, let me tell you, guys, it's not Butch Harmon's fault that this show went bad. Like, Nickelodeon themselves were actually asking the Butch Harmon and his crew to keep going with the show. And by the end, they ran out of ideas. And the fact that this is from Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon, that Nickelodeon is trying to bring it back, but in live action, that's not a good thing. Like, Nickelodeon, you can't do that. And third, what's the point? It's not like it's gonna go airing or, like, actually on TV and it's gonna sell merchandise. No, it's just a streaming service show. So none of that is gonna happen. So, Nickelodeon, if you're looking for more money, well, sorry, but not on streaming services. And unless you do that, well, people will not like that. That they have to pay. And number 4, or number 5, I'm losing counts. like so many more reasons. And all that stuff. And now you might be asking, like, again, well, if you notice that trying to bring back the Fairly Oddparents in a different way is a bad idea, then why do you bring up the Fairly Odd Motion Picture, your passion project? Well, the plot is definitely different, but it's a kind of different that, when handled correctly, it will work. And I already wrote a script for the film, and my mother read it, and she loved it. Like, she really did. And I was satisfied with it. And so, I think that's one way to do it well. And even if the art style looks different, combining both the Fairly Oddparents art style, a rounder looking art style, and a Disney-like art style, it's still animated, and it's not live action. Like, the Fairly the Fairly Odd Parents was meant for animation, not live action. That's the sole purpose. And yeah, there are some concepts that do work in live action, but they're very hard to do. And that the harder it is to try to translate it into live action, the more likely that people are going to be like, just put it in animation, it works better there. And it will actually work there. And if you guys want to have me some suggestions on what else I should do for all this, well, I'd like to hear you in the comments. And, as always, like and subscribe this video, and hit that notification bell, and send me some requests on the comments. I'm Devin Marichal, and this is my video. See you later.